Oh, Father, tell me, do we get what we deserve? Oh, we get what we deserve. Oh, you let your
Sick of all these people talking, sick of all
Thomas
this
Thomas, we
all these cameras flashing, sick of being
yeah, but for the folk,
my neck is so blind, begging for
do you dare to look them right in the eye?
He's choking on my pride, so there's no use crying about it.
And we're down.
I'm headed straight for the castle. They wanna make me
We're down.
Probably shouldn't be
We're
so
down.
mean. I'm headed straight for the castle. They got me keeping my heart.
We're down.
There's an old man sitting on the phone and saying I should probably keep my pretty mouth shut. It's straight for the castle. These midnight passing, coughing blues. If you wanna break these walls down, you're gonna get bruised. Now my neck is so open wide, and for a fist around it. Already choking on my pride. There's no use crying about it. Crying about it. Crying about it. They wanna make me
And we're down.
There's no use crying about it. There's no
We're
use
down.
crying about it. There's no use crying about it. There's no
We're
use
down.
crying about it.
And we're down.
Straight for the castle. They won't make me clean.
We're down.
There's an old man sitting on the throne and saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. I'm headed straight for the castle. They're gonna keep me locked up. There's an old man sitting on the throne and saying I should probably keep my pretty mouth shut. It's straight for the castle. They wanna make me clean. And there's an old man sitting on the phone and saying that I probably shouldn't be so mean. I'm headed straight for the castle. They've got the kingdom locked up.
And we're down.
And there's an old man sitting on the throne and saying I should probably keep my pretty mouth shut. Headed straight for the castle. Hey everybody, it's been a while. Let me say hi to everybody really quick. So CP, hey, Nika, Nana, Dana, Mama Mia to my son, Overlooking Eyes, Wicked Stitches, World Peace, Sissy2448, Nana, Summer Rain, The Real Rockin' Robin, Luda, Sammy Sparrow, Angie Baby, Jenny's Cuddles and Kisses, Trish, Alicia RT, Shelly Ann, Overlooking Eyes. Oh, please, somebody, could you please share Overlooking Eyes channel in my chat? She ran a she ran a stream yesterday. I think it was about 4 hours, and it was just information about summer. And it's like, I really like that. It would be awesome if we got like a 24-hour stream like that. But Overlooking Eyes, I really liked that. And I was happy to see that. I was so excited when I saw your little channel there, and I really would like to help Overlooking Eyes because, Overlooking Eyes has been somebody who has put forth a lot of effort for Summer going through the last several years almost. She did a lot of searching and a lot of helping when it came to the truth about the billboards and the situation out there in Tennessee. So she was always, driving by certain places on her way to wherever she was going. And she was just so very helpful in so many ways. And I really appreciate her. I'd like to help her. She's been here a very long time. We appreciate her. And yeah, so please somebody share Overlooking Eyes. Thank you, Luda. Let me pin that really quick. Appreciate it. Replace. I just had to put that crown there because I heard that I had a crown down, but I'm the only one that places a crown on my head. So others are free to take their own crown off my head, but mine stays. Okay. Okay. Now, I've been really busy going back through some old things. And in the process of doing that, it's actually been very difficult. Stomach turning, like literally make you sick, actually, looking back and going over things. And I really need to discuss something that I feel I took part in that I need to clear up. And I also want to bring attention to what's actually really going on. I don't have all the answers because I was not involved like that on a serious level, but there are several who were. And I was clearly left out of some decision making and also had the wool pulled over my eyes along with you all and this whole entire community, actually. So this is a community issue today. And it's not just for the people who listen to me or like to listen to me. Anybody who wants to add to this conversation is welcome to chat. I would like to keep an open chat as possible. My mods, I've already handled. There are certain people you'll never see here again based on some really grotesque and inappropriate, defamatory, sexually charged comments that are being made about me. I do not allow those people here. So my mods can block them. Don't say a word, just get them out. I don't want them here. They don't belong here. They'll never be here again. So as far as that goes, that's all I'm going to say about it. I won't be discussing any issue. If you're here to listen to me talk about Benny, that's not going to happen. I'm not discussing him. So this is not going to be drama about my personal business or anything like that. I won't address that here. That's not what YouTube is for. So my personal business stays with me. That's my personal business. But this here is all of your business. So we're going to talk about it. I just want to make that clear because I know people probably rush in here thinking I'm going to be, divulging all kinds of things, and I'm just not. I have nothing to say about it. Okay. I have no comment. Okay. Now, what I'm going to discuss today is something I'd like to get out of the way before I head down the other path I was going to go down. There's something actually very serious that needs to be handled, but I will not do that until I have all of the things that I need. And when it's done, it'll be done right the first time and it'll be the last time. So that's going to be put on hold. Penny. That's about Penny. But today I'm going to discuss Adrian and Jenny, Becca and Andy, Lips, Linda, I guess Scott, all of the people that were involved with this strange set of circumstances. Do you guys remember? Let me pull something up for you. Let's take a trip down memory lane. hold on 1 second, because I need to refresh your memories about this. So about, when was it? September 28th. Does anybody remember the live stream that I did? There were two. There was a live stream that I did where Penny came up and sat all day. She was barbecuing, right? She was barbecuing, but had all the time in the world to sit on my panel that day. It's very confusing. I wonder if she ever actually met her company that day or ate with them. I'm not sure. Probably not. I don't think there was even a barbecue. But she sure did leave right in time to talk about Stacey Slay now. So this is the thing. Penny sat on my panel all day the day before. The next day I went live and Jenny came up and she was crying. Does anybody remember? She was very upset. She also needed to get a message across to Jody. So let me get this live really quick because I need to pull this up. Now, it just came to my attention over the last, I would say almost a week and a half ago now. I might be maybe off by a couple days, but it came to my attention that this phone call that they used to drag me into a situation, literally drag me into a situation. I was told Jody Sue's daughter was being held hostage in her camper. Okay. And I actually, hold on, let me show you, since it's already been shown. I believe Jody shared this. She was able to get this from somewhere. So hold on 1 sec. It's no big deal. It actually matters. I have no problem with her showing it. Anything that pertains to Jody's children, she's free to use. Okay. Jody's kids have always been off limits here. I've made it very well known that I don't like her children being discussed. And this one day, that's what happened. So Jenny came up and she needed to get a message across to Jody, not to hurt her daughter or to hurt herself. And I was told that there was a phone call that took place. I didn't know when this phone call was, but it was as if it was going down in real time, right? Real time. Like this is all happening right now. That Jody's daughter was being held hostage and it was a imminent danger to her daughter. Okay. And that really freaked me out. So because Jenny and Adrian were so close with Andy, I took their word for it. I don't know. How am I supposed to know? These people are all up in Andy's business constantly, attached at the hip with Becca. I don't really care how anybody feels about it. I never liked Andy. Okay. I never coddled Andy. I never answered questions for Andy. I never made excuses for Andy. I also did not go into chats to bombard people with all of the truths about Andy from 13 years ago, what happened in Jody Sue's house 13 years ago, as if I was there. But we do have people here in this community who are doing that and have been doing that for quite a long time. We also have people in this community who have connections to resources in the state of Tennessee who are actually inserting themselves in these groups of people who are going real life on Jody. Now, it's no secret, Jody has not been my favorite person throughout all of this, but I draw the line with the kids. And you may say her son is old enough. Well, I don't think so because he's a young adult. Okay. Legally, he's an adult, but I feel a certain way about that. And I caught a lot of shit for protecting her son. Y'all remember when Cam came up on my panel and they said Jody Sue's son was in the woods? It's kind of like when all of this really kicked off. If I could go back and pinpoint a certain moment in time that things started to get a little weird, that would be it. Now, I may be completely wrong, but that's really when Penny came to me, Jenny came to me, Adrian, right? That's when they all swarmed in. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me pull this up. I'm no fucking idiot, okay? And when I had the time to go back and watch it all, In hindsight, holy shit. We have some really sick people in this community. I'm going to tell you right now, Jenny, Gavel Geeks, Adrian, Krama Mama Sassy, whatever, Penny, uh, Andy and Becker are their own little entity over there. I don't know anything about them. Okay. That would be a job for Jenny and Adrian, I guess, and Penny, because they're all up in his business and their marriage and their sex life and their everything and their kids and their whole business. That has nothing to do with Summer. It's been a complete distraction from the beginning. And I always said, Jody's kids are a distraction. Every single time something would come up that was important, we'd have to talk about Jody's household. Why? Do you care what goes on in Jenny's household? Jenny Hansen? No. Nope. Remy's household? No. Crystal's? No. Their kids? Are they off limits or no? So I'm pretty pissed off, and I've been pissed off for a week, and I've kind of had it up over my head watching these people run around with little halos on their head, okay? Because they're far from angels here on earth. They're weird people, really weird people. And why they did what they did, will never understand, ever. Why this phone call that was recorded 8 months before was used as if it had just happened the day before. Is that fucking normal? No way. Like, this can't be real life. And they held me up on a phone call for 13 hours over a phone call that didn't even happen or happened 8 months before, right? And the things that they said were happening in Jody's camper weren't happening at all. Why? Why was it necessary to come on my panel and act like Jody was going to take her whole family out? Why? So, Jenny, Adrian, Penny, all of you assholes, all right, have put me in the position to speak on this and to have to handle it. 8 months old, Sarah Crawford, February of 2022. This happened on September 28th or August 28th? August 28th. Okay? Like, talk about like wHipLaSh, right? Hold on. Let me pull this up. Jenny and Adrian can feel free to explain. I'm sure they'll write a community post. Please explain to me why you lied to me. Please explain to me also why women who have lost their children are being used and promised the world in this situation. I have a problem with that. Now, Linda, I need to get this out of the way first. I don't know Linda from Adam. And I never saw the live stream that Penny did regarding Linda's son. Linda is the babysitter for Tucker Drywall. I went back because Penny had unlisted that for me a long time ago, and I recorded it when she sent it to me, and it stuck on my Sassafras channel, and it just sat there. And when all of this weird stuff started happening, I went back and I watched this live stream that Penny did October 2nd, I believe, October 2nd of 2021. And it was the night that I had a live done with Chris McDonough. I got sick that night, actually. And I never showed up to Penny's live. So on this live stream, which I would love more than anything to go over and show you just how sick Penny Fizzle is, I believe she used Linda. I believe that she promised Linda answers for her son, because I heard it with my own ears on that live stream, and I have that live stream, but I will not exploit Linda's son's death. This man trained police dogs for a living. I take great offense to that. Penny would target this woman in the way that she did. And now I see things a lot differently, because on that call that I had with all of these people, Linda was there, and I couldn't figure out why. I really could not, for the life of me, figure out why Penny wanted Linda on this call about Jody and her daughter, okay? And I even texted Penny and asked her, are you cool with her being on this call? Because I know, you don't trust her, whatever. Yeah, she was totally fine with that. Okay. So there were other people called into that call, the 13-hour, 11-hour. Jenny, I know you have the whole thing. You could probably clear up a whole lot if you put it out. But I know you never will. Now, let me tell you something else. I had gone to Jenny and asked her to put out Penny's side. Now, when Penny put it up on the Blood Money Benny Keys channel, you could only hear us and you couldn't hear Penny. Penny really, really wanted for her side to be heard. And that never made sense either. So, Skilo, you want to prove when the call was? I have no problem with you, proving these things. I'd like answers. I don't deserve to be treated that way. Nor does this entire community, Skilo. I don't know what you guys have going on or what you have done, but you've gone too far, in my opinion. You've totally stepped over the line. And you've made me defend Jody, actually. So here I am. If you could prove it, that'd be great, Skilo. I don't know. Do you guys have all the answers? See, I don't have the answers. I can only say what I know. When was the call recorded? When did the call take place? Where is proof that this phone call took place? Because there is none. February 2022. Really? And I was told that it had just happened. So I don't know. I guess I'm looking for some answers, but I'm going to keep going. Okay. So I'm not going to be distracted. I'm not joking. You want to check yourself, bitch? Get the fuck out of my chat. You're not going to come in here and act like you do everywhere else, Skilo. Go fuck yourself. Okay. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. And I know that you come in to fix everything because you're behind the scenes pulling all kinds of strings. Get the fuck out of my chat. I have no respect for liars. You lied to this whole entire community. You lied to me. You lied about kids. A little girl, okay, who doesn't deserve that shit. So, hold on, because now I got distracted. See? Skilo, fuck off. Fuck all the way off. You're going to come in here and do your damage control. Go to your community post, Skilo. Go to your community post or to your own channel. All right? Go fucking gaslight over there because you're not going to gaslight me and tell me to check myself. You check yourself, bitch. You all have gone way too far. That's my opinion. And you used me to do it. Fuck off. Who the fuck do you think you are, Skilo? Tell me. Hey, Los. How are you? So good to see you, Carlos. All right, so Linda was used. Linda was targeted. I have no doubt in my mind because I listened. Yeah, where's the 8-month proof? Tennessee Southern Health. I don't know. I'm waiting. Maybe Skilo will make it available. Go put the proof out there because I'm not going away. And this is going to take however long it takes to get to the bottom of it because I will not allow this to have even been a part of Summer's story. Jody's personal life is not Summer's story. Okay. And that's where you guys fucked up because you dropped the ball on Summer when you started going into Jody's real life, getting involved with her ex, his new wife, whatever they've got going on. Like, do you understand that affects her daughter? She is a teenager. I said 8 months, Tennessee Southern Health, February 2022. So where is it? Where is the proof? Where? I'm waiting. Do you have proof of when the phone call was? Please tell me. I have no idea because I wasn't on it. I didn't record it. I didn't get involved with Andy and Becca. I didn't get involved with Jody's family. I've done a lot of digging. I've done a lot of searching. I've done a lot of sleuthing, but I did not cross over the line to go into her family life. Do you know what I'm saying? Tennessee Southern Hell, you can go sit over there with the gaslighters. I'm not dealing with it. Okay? Put the proof out or don't talk at all. Because I'm not here to go back and forth with you. I want answers. I was on that call. I was told that the call just happened. I was told Jody's daughter was being held hostage. We all were. Every single person watched that. So hold on a second. Let me do this. This would be easier for you. I want proof from all of you people over there. Skilo, you can't save your little group, okay? Let me tell you right now, you cannot stop what's about to go on because you're liars. And not just about this. You've lied a lot. A hell of a lot. For what reason, I have no idea. To get close to certain, I don't really care what your reason was, truthfully. But whatever. I guess if it's all good for you, right? It's not your life. I don't want to be a part of that shit. I don't want to be a part of anything like that. I never have been a part of anything like that here on YouTube. Why would I do it now? I never really thought like, wow, these people hate this woman so much that they're willing to go to such great lengths to have her child taken away and welfare checks done on her because what? We're searching for answers for Summer. Do we not know where to draw the line in the sand? Like what? Yeah, both lives were disrupted. Do you know how many live streams I did that were disrupted? Many. So this is from Penny while I was live. I'm going to pull these up for you because they are a part of what happened. There's a couple of them. Now, I don't know how long this is going to take me, and it may take me a week to get through all this bullshit. So bear with me. There's a lot here. And I've been here. I've just been busy working on all this shit. All right. So that little cleanup crew over there really does have explaining to do. And I really don't think you can clean this up at this point. I think you should just tell the truth. All right. This is what I got when I was live on the 28th of August. I'm talking to Adrian right now. I'm shaking. You need to know this. Tiffany, you can't say nothing. This is a hostage situation. Memphis told Boog. Jody told her she needs to off herself. Okay? I said, Penny, are the police notified? I feel sick and like I'm going to cry. Yes, they're now. I said, oh my God. So then she writes 3. Y'all see that? You could take a screenshot if you want. I have more. Hold on. I need to redact this one. Hold on a second. I already fucked it up too and showed Jody's daughter's name. Sorry, Jody. That's unintentional. So hold on. Let me redact this because I don't want to put her children in any more of a hardship than they already are. Really sick shit, you guys. This is just sick. Like what is wrong with people? For real. I don't get it. Why would anybody do this? Why lie about a phone call like this and say that Jody's holding her kid hostage in the camper? What necessary reason would anybody have to do that? You hate her that much? Like, we're just trying to find answers for Summer. Is that necessary? I don't think so. I really don't. Hold on. I can't see my chat either, so bear with me. Okay. So this one is the next one. So while I'm live, I'm being told while Jenny's on my panel saying that it's a really serious, and Jody, please don't do anything you will regret or something to that effect, right? It was so dramatic as fuck. And lo and behold, it wasn't even happening. There was no hostage situation. These are just people that really wanted to take Jody's daughter from her. They also wanted Andy to have sole custody. I mean, this is stuff they all said it to me. And I said, Andy's not going to go to court for custody. He don't give a fuck. And by the time you get through court, she's going to be 18. There's no point to that. That was my sentiment about it. So I don't know. I guess it's just so important to go into people's real lives, right? Like, this is what we do here, I guess, now. So, hold on. Like, you can't clean this up. It's a disaster. For real. Who came up with this scheme? I don't know, Angie Carter. One of them. All those girls over there. You know, the ones with the halos on? Running through YouTube like little devils wearing halos on their head? Nah. I'm so over it. So over it. And like, I wish I could tell you what all went on, but I don't know because I didn't involve myself with these people. Andy and Becca, to be exact. Okay, so this one here is the next one. Andy wants to go grab Rue, but he thinks if he shows up, she's going to take them all out. Now get this. So Penny tells me here that Andy wants to go get Rue, which is Jody's daughter. But you've got Adrian on this call telling me Andy's sleeping. Now it makes perfect sense. There was no situation going on. Andy was sleeping because there wasn't anything happening. And I said, well, what a piece of shit he is. So you're telling me that Jody's got her daughter held up at her house and she's going to take them all out and shit and he's sleeping? Yeah, that sounds like someone who definitely wants custody of his kid. Like, what? And that's what I'm thinking on this phone call. Now, looking back, it makes so much sense because there was no hostage situation. You understand? So this one says, it is insane, Rhonda. Hey, good to see you. I miss you so much. Oh my God, we need to talk soon. It's been so long. Okay, this one says, let me put it on full screen. Andy wants to go grab Rue, but he thinks if he shows up, she's going to take them all out. I said, does she have a weapon there? Because she told me she doesn't have weapons a while back. She said her mama didn't raise no bitch. Then, did I show the wrong one? Hold on. No, I didn't. I was just looking at the wrong one. Let me get that down. So I said, I think blank, I wrote her son's name, would be better to show up. Penny says that he went there last night to drop off her cigs and stuff. She won't allow him over there today. Not your business, right? So like if Jody's kids are having a dispute or Jody's having a dispute with her, family life or whatever, why is that anybody's business? Police are there though. She has not slept. How many nights of sleep has Jenny lost? I remember this one time where Jenny just streamed Jody in my Discord for 2 days straight. Jenny don't sleep either. So should we do this to Jenny? Penny? Does Jenny deserve that? Because, she hasn't slept. She doesn't sleep much. Let me take this down. I'm going to have to read through my chat like when this is over, and I promise I will. Let me get the next one. There's a lot here, so. Okay. So here we have, they are malicious people. And whether that's intentional or not, I can't say. I wanted to believe that these were really good people. I really liked Jenny. Adrian and I did not have a friendship. I thought Jenny was very sweet. I thought Jenny had a very good heart. I think Jenny has gotten far too wrapped up in this. And I've even said, I think this is a little too much, with Andy. And I tried to say that many times. But that falls on deaf ears, right? When you're in it and you don't realize and you're engulfed. Now, Jenny's sad because JLR doxed her. I didn't see this, but let me just give an example, right? So JLR doxed her, I guess. They talked about this on Deets. And then someone reached out to a family member of hers. And she's up in arms about it. You know what? That happens to me all the time. Welcome to YouTube. This is what happens. It's always been that way. So Jenny's worried about her grandma being contacted and being doxxed and all these things. But okay, so what about other people? It's okay to do it to other people or what? Jenny, what did you do to piss off JLR? That's what I want to know. He doesn't really take notice of many people. Usually you've got to be pretty, what did you do? How did you even get his attention that way? It's very, very concerning to me because JLR doesn't take notice of people unless they're doing really weird things. So I don't know. I guess I just have so many questions today. So I say to Penny, Jesus Christ. She sends me at 5:10 p.m., August 28th, a join link to the Google Meet. I got on that Google Meet, and first it was, I believe, now don't take my word 100 for the order of people that were on the call because I can't remember exactly. Jenny knows, though. Jenny has the whole thing. And I know she does because before that call started, the call with Linda where I interrogated the fuck out of her because I was told all kinds of crazy things about Linda, not realizing that Linda was truly Penny's, resources. She needs Linda for this, that, and the other because she knows Linda has ties to senators and governors and all of these things, right? She's the babysitter for Tucker Drywall. Of course, Penny would want to dig her claws into Linda. Now, I'm not saying Linda is a saint or she's perfect or anything, and I will make this available so that people can hear just the promises that Penny made to Linda, right? And I know I'm all over the place, but I have a lot to say, okay? This stuff has literally been in my head for over 2 weeks now, going back through all this. Listening to Penny tell Linda that she's got a contact at the TBI. She's going to get answers for Linda's son's death. You know what? I would do anything. I'm pretty sure anybody here would if they were promised something like that and they had lost their son. The way that Linda lost hers, God bless. I am so sorry because I did not know the particulars of that story until I watched, and it is gut-wrenching. I apologize to Linda for treating her so inhumanely. It was wrong of me to treat her the way I did on that phone call, and I'm embarrassed of myself for doing it. And that's the God's honest truth. I am completely ashamed that I treated that woman that way because at the end of the day, she's a human being and she's a grieving mother who's searching desperately for answers to find out what happened. She does not believe that it was a suicide, and she's very concerned about these things. Now, Penny comes through with all of these, promises, promised the world to Linda. And she exploited her situation and then turned around and used it and tried to extort her with it later down the road. That's up on my Fake Feds live where Linda says Penny said she threatened to put the live back up. And Linda said, okay, you go ahead and do that. So this person, Linda, Now make sense of this. Why was she added to the call if she's so horrible? Why'd Penny need Linda on the phone? Because she had resources to help Jody. She had resources to help Jody's daughter. You know what? If Jody threatened to harm her daughter, she wouldn't be with Jody. Okay, so it is bullshit. It was bullshit that day when Jenny came on my panel. It's bullshit today too. It always was. So until somebody shows proof, you're fucking liars. And I don't appreciate that I was dragged into it because I never wanted anything to do on the subject matter of Jody Sue's children. But I did. I joined the call. I was there, took part in it. Everybody heard me, right? I was probably the biggest bitch of all on that phone call. Great job, girls. Great job. You're disgusting. All right. I say to her, are you comfortable with Linda on the call for all this time? I know you don't trust her. Okay, hold on. Let me get the next one. This shit is unreal. Thank you, Sage Sleuth, so much. I just saw that when I switched my screen. Much love to you. I know you've taken quite a beating over some of the things that you've been putting out, but you know what? All these things matter. All of the things that have been done have pretty much been done in public. You know, when people try to clean up their mess, they do it in public. I've watched. I mean, shit, it happened on my very own panel in front of everybody. So, they are trifling, and maybe they wouldn't need to do damage control if they weren't so trifling, right, Gigi? So, hold on. I sent Linda an email when it was several days after I watched the live that Penny did with her. Pretty late to the party on it, obviously, but I did send Linda an email. She does not need to respond to me. I don't expect a response from her. She doesn't owe me anything. If anything, I owe her. And I owe her a public apology as well as a private apology, and I mean it, because I believe that some of the strange things that she was doing, or I thought she was doing, were for all the wrong reasons. But I also believe this woman is desperate for answers for her son. And I sympathize with her and empathize with her as a human being. And I'm very sorry for how I was to her. And I do hope that in her heart she accepts it, because I would not, I don't know. I can't say I would not have done. I don't know what I would have done. Had I have heard that live stream before, I don't think I would have acted the same way. But hearing it afterwards, gutted me. Listening to myself talk to her like she was garbage, knowing that Penny promised her the world for her son, who was hung by his dog leash in the garage. You're dealing with humans, Penny. Human beings with real beating hearts inside, not stone walls. They're real people. These are real fucking people. You are terrorizing, okay? That's the moral of the story here. Jody's not wrong in this situation. This shit happened to her. So here I am, right? And it is what it is, because right is right and wrong is wrong. Just like a scream, right? If you didn't hear a scream in the woods, then that means you're right and Jody's wrong. But if you did hear a scream out there in the woods, you can't tell anybody, because Jody will be right. See, I don't give a fuck if Jody's right or wrong. I just care about the truth for Summer. It's not about Jody being right or wrong. Sometimes Jody's bang on. Sometimes I want to pull my own hair out, right? But this is the thing. Her children were targeted here on this platform, and I was also a part of that. without knowing all the particulars and what people were truly doing behind the scenes, because I didn't have these conversations. Jenny had these conversations. Adrian had these conversations. They all had these conversations in private. I was not included in that. So perfect, right? Perfect scenario. Drag me into it so that I can sign off on the bullshit you're doing. And it looks all perfect on the outside, like wrapped up like with a little bow and shit, right? Now it looks like a big steaming pile of shit. That's what it is. And pissed off is an understatement at this point. Okay. So now if we go back, I'm going to play this for you. Just this one part, because it makes my skin crawl that this even happened, but it did. We got it. Okay. So we're going to go to where Jenny comes up on my panel here this day. We're having this conversation. I did not make this one public. This is the only one that I didn't make public yet that has to do with this shit. So at first it was just me, my friend Gigi, Angel Talks Too Fast, and Luda. And we were on panel, we were discussing things. A lot went on over the days leading up to this also. Now, I can't go through all of it because I'll be here for a week, but Jules XO, oh my God, I haven't seen you in like 2 years. How are you? It's so good to see you. Sorry, you're meeting me here all in a tizzy, but this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. And I don't understand. So here it is. Totally normal conversation in the end of August, like dog days of summer, and we're just chilling here. So listen, this is fucking embarrassing. Truly, it is. It's embarrassing. And I'm so disgusted with myself that I fell for it. Like, I would never have done this to any of these people. Never. You can say all you want about me, talk about a fake check all day long. You'll never be able to say this shit about me. Any of you. And I'm not talking about the people in my chat. Talk all this shit you want. I've never fucked around like this. Hold on.
And happy. This one is for you. Jody Tuna Loaf Sue is a motherfucker.
All of them. There's
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but whatever it is not good. Okay, here she is. Let me add her. Jenny. She's on mute. Let's wait for her to get herself situated. Hey, Jenny.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
I just wanted to take an opportunity, if I could, to
Yeah, I'm gonna mute. We'll all mute for you.
I wanted to speak directly to Jody Sue, and I think that I'm hoping that she's watching this right now. If you're listening, please breathe for a minute. You've been speaking increasingly lately about death and murder in children. And that's not That's not right. It's not other people causing this for you. It's not other people terrorizing you. So please just breathe. None of this matters, Jody Sue. YouTube creators, who makes money, none of this matters. What matters is you walk the talk. That you're strong, be strong. And protect Rue and Damien. And I'm here if you need to reach out. I think there's a lot of other people out here who you can talk to. You don't have to trust us. You'll tell us any details. Just please breathe. Tiffany, thank you so much. Let me come up here. I didn't know where else you might be watching. You know,
Jenny, you okay?
yeah.
You sound
good.
like you don't sound
Okay.
like yourself. You sound like really like shook.
I just don't. I don't know.
It's okay. What's going on?
I think all the things that we can that can be done right now are going to be done. I don't know because I'm not there, right? So I can't verify all of these things.
Okay.
But I just wanted to get the word out to her. Maybe kind of, she's been up for days.
Yeah, I know. Lack of sleep and been on. I know. Yeah.
I just wanted maybe to try to break that thing that's going on right now. 20 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
A rough 20 hours. So, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to keep things from people. I just don't really know all of everything that's happening. I don't believe that anyone is hurt at this point.
Okay. So,
And I'm
Jenny,
sorry. You guys are having such a great live. I'm really sorry.
No, it's okay.
She's watching you.
Katie King said there will be lots of speculation and worry. Can we get a little clarification? So, Jenny, if you could, without saying what's going on, because I know that you don't want to discuss what's going on. So she just said nobody's been harmed, or could you just elaborate a little bit? Because there's, this people will be going nuts. All right, so just a little rundown of maybe just to give people, because I don't even know what's going on, but if you could just kind of let everybody know without saying what's going on, just to put people's mind at ease a little bit. Is Rue safe?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
Because this is not drama. This is not like trying to hurt her. I really, really, really want to help her right now.
Okay. I'll stop what I'm doing.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't
know. If there's something serious going on, I'm not going to try to provoke her. I'm going to know that's absolutely important. I'm not going to, we can talk serious about this kind of stuff. I'm not going to try to fuck with her right now or stream and piss her off. If there's something serious going on, it's not the time to do that. I can do it any day. It doesn't need to be now. If something's transpiring right now, I don't want to make it worse. And I would never want her to take any kind of aggravation out on her daughter.
This is what I was getting while I was live. You can't say nothing. This is a hostage situation. Really? Gavel, do you have proof that there was a hostage situation going on? Did Penny lie to you? Am I taking my anger out on the wrong person? Please explain. Would you like a link to come explain? I don't know what to do in this situation, but I do want the truth, and I will not be lied to. I am done being lied to. And I'm done being used by a bunch of people that care more about Andy and Becca than they do about Summer. I'm not lying about you. So you come and lie about me to force me to put out private, embarrassing things about Jody Sue? I didn't ask you to put anything out. You know what's embarrassing, Jenny? That I believed you and that I trusted your word. That's embarrassing. This stream that I'm playing where I shut down my live, privated it, everybody pulled out of the Jody situation, right? None of us were going to talk about her or discuss her at all. That's embarrassing. All based on what? What you told me? Used for what? Gavel, where's the recording? You have it, because when the call started, I said specifically, who's going to record this? You said, I've got it. Then you pop up with a 2-hour recording, an hour longer than Penny's recording. You have it all. Don't fucking lie to me. I'm not stupid. I'm not a dumb bitch. Trust me. You record everything. Hence why you had to go back through your database to find a Discord call. Like, you literally said that to me in a text, and I never said anything about that. I was just like, okay, Jenny. You record everything. Why don't you do this? Show me all the embarrassing things, and then you can embarrass me with whatever you want to, just like people do around here. That cool? Because I really don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I really just don't. So please, yes, Jenny, send me all of the proof, because I'm sitting here in front of 554 people while I try to get to the bottom of what actually happened on August 28th. Hey, T-Bori. I've missed the hell out of you. D Designs. Targeted attacks against Jody Sue all along, including anyone who believed her. All for what? Certainly not for Summer. D Designs is a very complicated situation, but this, I will sit next to Jody Sue all day long. And I don't give a fuck who likes it or who doesn't. Okay? Not where there's children involved. I don't want to ask you, Jenny. You could have just asked. You want to know what I was met with the last time I asked you for something? If you explain to me why this is important to Summer, I wasn't even asking for me. I was asking for Penny, because Penny just couldn't seem to ask you herself to put out that side. I actually didn't really think it was that important. But then when I started realizing all of the things Penny was doing, I'm like, actually, that is very important. What was so important that Penny needed her voice heard on that call? She was literally going insane about it. She wanted your side up. So I came to you to ask for Penny. Now, yeah, that phone call sure is important to Summer. So yeah, I'd like you to put it out. Put the whole thing out, Jenny. And don't say you don't have it, because you do. You always have. Stop lying. You're worried about embarrassing people? Don't you think this is embarrassing? Sorry, I do. Hella embarrassing. Let me get back to this. Jenny, you did this though. Like, you came on my panel and you lied to me. You literally, all of you got me to believe that Jody's daughter was being held hostage. Reaching out to counselors, you put on the Penny put on the call. Oh, please. I mean, you know what? Listen, you guys are crazy. You're crazy. For real, crazy. It's insane to me. I have no idea where people get off doing this shit. Brandy B, get the fuck out of my chat. For real. You are disgusting. Okay? You're disgusting. As a woman, you make me sick. I can't believe you'd even have the nerve to show your face in my chat after the shit I've seen you commenting under. As a fellow survivor, fuck right off. You're disgusting. For real. Get out. Don't ever show your face here. You're blocked. No respect for you. Shame on you, for real. How dare you? I see what you're doing. No survivor acts like that. No survivor talks like that about another woman. You're disgusting. Fuck right off. I'm so done and over the shit. You have no idea. I give you people a chance, but you know what? It's all the same people. And this is really when things started to go sideways, right? Because it was all the people that came after me when I exposed 423 Chase, right? That's how that went down. These very people who all came for me with pitchforks, they're still there doing the same shit. Penny wouldn't give me her text with Chase. My phone's broken. The screen's glitchy and green. But then in her Discord, she's saying that she might show them. I thought you didn't have them. I've been asking to see that Discord for freaking 2 years. Now she's got it open as a museum. Oh, say it isn't so. So we're supposed to trust your museum that's been sitting there for a fucking 2 years and nothing's been edited, nothing's been taken out. Please. Do you people really think that the masses are that dumb? Because we're not. And maybe in the moment, I might have been a little naive to some things. Listen, there's power in going back and watching all this shit happen in order. I've done it for weeks. And the shit that I'm coming across is blowing my mind because it'll happen right under my nose. Literally, right under my nose. You don't need to call my phone, Benny, because I just pulled it out of the wall. Don't call me. Don't call me.
Or anything like that. I want to make sure that I am not going to contribute to that. None of us would want to do that. I don't believe anybody in this chat would. I'll just totally put this on hold because it was just bullshit about stuff she was saying about us. We can handle it anytime.
Oh,
so.
I'm so sorry. I didn't that.
No.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't even.
Don't be sorry. If there's something going on, Jenny, we need to know. You did the right thing. This is I could do this any day.
If she's watching YouTube, you know as well as I do, Tiffany, she is watching you.
Yeah.
Right now, right? And I don't know what to say to her, right? As far as public, like, you know, stand up here and say, I just wanted to try to put a break in what's going on with her. I don't know if that makes sense. Like to breathe, right? And to kind of snap at it.
All right. So would it help if we said this? Okay. So none of us here on panel, like you said, this is not drama. Take it super seriously. And like I said, the drama can be completely put on hold. When I'm up here doing whatever, I'm not trying to harm Jody. I'm just basically giving her back what she puts out and speaking my own truth or the truth of what I know to be, okay, realistic and factual that we see online. It's not to harm her. It's not to harm anybody, all right? None of us here want anything bad to happen to Jody. None of us here want anything to happen to her children. Nobody wishes harm on her. Not that I know of. I wouldn't surround myself with anybody who wished harm on anybody.
I can't say that. Sitting here today, I can't say that the people that I surrounded myself with did not intend to hurt Jody. I might sit here and go over Jody, and I've actually made Jody a huge debate here on my channel. I very seldom focus on one person because it borders, harassment. You do it too much, it's a little too much, right? There were certain things that I just really felt needed to be put out. But crossing over into the threshold of real life where it concerns her children, her household, her ex's new wife, her sister, her mother, her everything. I didn't do that. Adrian, Jenny, Penny, they did. Skilo. Lips was involved in this. Actually, Lips was saying that the stuff that I was saying wasn't true. I never said that Jody was doing anything. I didn't know what was going on. But Lips was dragged into this as well because she was talking to Andy and Becca. Now, was the connection there? Who in that group, Penny, Jenny, and Adrian, were talking to Lips? Somebody was. And I know that to be true. Please explain. I have all these questions, and you don't have to explain it here. You can do a whole live and explain it. In fact, you can react to this. I have no problem with that. I really just want to clear things up and get to the truth. And if I'm mistaken, please show and back it up. Because I think at the very least, that's the least you could do. Okay. Hold on.
None of us want her hurt. None of it. And that's true. I would never say if I wanted to see something happen to Jody, I'd be the first one to say it. Okay.
I know.
I wouldn't
that's
lie.
Why I came here. I absolutely showed it. That's not who you are.
No.
We just want all that we want. We want the truth, right? We want.
Pam Vogel says, sorry, Tiffany, that this has happened to you and what was said about the kids, etc. Pam, I appreciate that, but this really happened to Jody. Like, this really happened to Jody. And I think I just wanted to say that because when I see your comment, I'm sorry it happened too. I'm very disgusted by this. It's got me crawling out of my skin. I don't like it. Gives me a very uneasy feeling. It's been like an elephant sitting on top of my chest for 2 weeks. And it's literally making me sick. So, and it didn't happen to me. While I was on this live stream, the police were at Jody's house. So what does it look like? Oh, shit. It looks like, we all did this together. No, bitches. That's not the way it's going to go down. All right? Not with me anyway. So you might need to find a plan B, C, D, E, F, G. I don't know. But it's not going to be this plan you had going here. Never will. Where I come from, there's a lot of fuck shit that goes on, right? In the drama community and the Chris Watts community and all that. I've never seen anything quite like this. And I'm very sorry to Jody that this happened. It's wrong. Jody, you know what? You might not like her. You might think there's suspect things going on. Oh, Jody really did it. Nothing happened. Jenny, I'm going to say this one last time. If you so much as type in my chat without sending me proof, I'm going to block you. You've done nothing in terms of giving anything to me that's proven a goddamn thing. So please stop. Send me proof or go to your channel and show proof or whatever you guys do. Have a whole live stream about me. Put up 20 people on a panel. I'm going to handle this shit by myself. And I don't mind at all. Stop typing and lying in my chat. Please. Haven't you lied enough? Haven't you? Send me proof or stop typing in my chat. Okay?
Want to find Summer. That's why any of us have been doing any of what we've been doing. We talked about facts. We pointed out lies, right? And I'm so sorry. I interrupted you. This was a great live. This live was so great.
Jenny, you're fine. No. You're not some random person trying to derail me. You're somebody that I know is very serious. I can hear it in your voice. I don't think I've ever heard you like this before. So I'm a little worried, but okay, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just anxious and want word. You know what I mean? Like I want to hear, and I'm not trying to just like, oh, this is a big secret, blah blah blah. I don't actually know all of the details, and I don't want to put misinformation out there.
No, I understand that.
Yeah, and I think everybody here hopefully can agree that as soon as we know what's going on, we will
Jenny, is it something that was said maybe in that stream last night, the 20-hour stream that you came across? Was it something that worried you, or is it something else?
And through this, I'm listening to, I was nervous listening to her and not knowing what was going on, right? I really had no idea what might have been taking place. Jenny says she's not trying to derail me. What do you mean? You're not trying. It was such a great live, right? It was such a great live, but that live came down immediately because I thought Jody's daughter was in danger. That's what you told me. So here we have all of these accusations. Jody's going to take them all out. She's going to harm Rue. She told Rue to hurt herself. She did this. She did that. But there's no proof. And the call that they used was 8 months old. Why? Why would anybody use a call that was like almost a year old? And in that specific call, there's nothing pertaining to what I was told. So please clear this up with proof. I think the infatuation with the Wells neighbor has to stop now. I really do, in all fairness. Like, that's just my opinion. If you think, there's stuff that's important about Summer or whatever, but in her life, her ex, his wife, their family business, girl, pull out. You talk to her sister every day. That's sick, Jenny. That's Lifetime Movie Network sick. You hear? Like, that's really not normal. It's stalker behavior. It's predatorial behavior. And I'm not perfect, okay? Like I said, I focused on Jody Sue a lot. I've listened to Jody since the very first day she ever came to YouTube. And before that, Facebook, I sat and watched Jody for a very long time. I've covered her here on this channel. I have gone after Jody. But this is a whole different beast. I'm not okay with that. Nobody should be, because it could happen to anybody. Jenny, you could really get somebody hurt. Adrian, also, Skilo, all these people, Penny. What if, let me just ask, what if Andy, let's just say, was really what Jody says he is. Don't forget, this man admitted to my face on your stream, Gavel Geeks, that he did beat the shit out of Jody. He had no problem admitting it. So I know what Andy is. Why do you support a woman beater? Why do you women support a woman beater? What reason would you have to support a man like that? What if he's more of a fucking suspect than anybody, but you've coddled him all this time, right? What if it was Becca in the back of the hollow that day? Did anybody think about that? What if the girl that Fred saw was Becca? We don't know. But yeah, you coddle them completely. It's a great idea. So, do you understand like what's going on here? Because I do. I'm gonna keep playing this. Becca was talking to Lips. Yes. So that's another side of, now I don't know when that phone call took place with Lips. I believe it was like really close to, I don't have any clue. I don't really keep track of Lips. I know she was discussing things with Andy and talking to Becca. And somehow got wrapped up in all of that. I don't know the particulars. So that's something I don't have the answers for. Other people are going to have to press for those things. And you guys as a community know how to press for answers. So I trust that you guys will have the right questions and hopefully put a little bit of pressure on the people who have sat here and lied for as long as they have. Right, to all of us, creators, subscribers alike.
We're in contact with a lot of family and friends and locals.
Okay.
We're in contact with a lot of family, friends, and locals. So I sit here and I listen to this. And I was completely guilty of being here. I was here for it. Okay, I take full responsibility for taking part in this. I also take full responsibility of being on that call with all of the ridiculous bullshit that was flying around on it. God only knows what was true, what wasn't. Only Jenny has the answers for that. She recorded this, and I know you did. Don't ever say you didn't. You have every word. So I'll just wait. Because, it's not important to Summer at all, is it, Jenny? That you guys have taken so much focus off Summer and put it onto Jody and her personal life. Summer's just in the background now. She's like a silhouette on the wall. You've all made it that way. What do we care about here? Just Jody's real life and her family. Her sister, her grandma, her aunt, her ex's new wife. Like, that is sick to me. So where's Summer? She's still missing. But you're focused on their personal issues and their relationship issues, their domestic violence issues. Where do you draw the line? Like, this is not what we do here. We're supposed to have some kind of wherewithal about us to know when is too much and when to stop. Clearly, we know there's no boundaries in this community anymore. It's very clear to see with the things that have been accepted around here. It's a cesspool, but whatever, Okay, hold on. Give me just a sec. Let me play this while I'm answering someone.
All right. And something's transpiring, or like something's worrying.
Well,
I'm not trying to get it out of you either. I'm trying to let you know that I want to at least bring a little bit of understanding to it. Just to,
Because it's
but
not
people
fair. Right?
will
I get that.
totally go crazy over it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I asked if it was something you came across in that live stream,
No.
like that worried you, or is it something else? So it's
No.
something else.
Well, the live stream worried me completely. So I was already kind of, I don't know, not disheveled, kind of concerned. I was concerned about the one she did before this as well.
Yeah. It's concerning.
She was talking about taking off. And Tiffany, we talked about this a little bit because you and I did the other night, because she would say that Rue hasn't quite come to terms with how long and how far. Right?
Long and how far. She hasn't come to terms with how long and how far
they will go. Like how she's talking about, she was asking her chat for money for the lawyer, asking for money for them to be able to leave and be free.
She wants to take off, or you think she wants to run?
Well, I mean, yes, that's what she said. But with her, I'm sorry. You know,
it's okay. Take time to like gather your thoughts. Don't feel like you need to give like an answer on demand. You're here with friends. You're good. Don't feel pressure or anything.
You know what makes me sick? Listening to myself being so kind to people who lie just to lie. Just to be close to a suspect's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or family member. Just they lie to lie. For whatever reason they have, and it's accepted. Mama Mia to my son says, yeah, it was said they were trying to push her to break. Yeah, it was said that. Now, it wasn't just, and this is God's honest truth, it wasn't just to break her to speak. First of all, Jody's been cammed up in front of us for what, almost 2 years now? Pretty much on the daily. Like, what are we going to break out of Jody? What's going to come out like after 2 years? You know? So that's not the case. It's not pushing her. They really wanted, I believe, to have her entire life fucked up. And for Andy to get custody of a child he doesn't even take care of. Okay? He's a deadbeat. Andy Bernard is a deadbeat. Okay? Now, I don't need to be besties with Jody to feel that way. And no one else should either. Like, not at all. Please let Jody stay in the chat. I see her in here. I don't want anybody disrespecting her. I think she's been disrespected enough in this regard. And I like her to be able to stay in this chat comfortably. And anybody who makes her feel uncomfortable can just time them out and give them a warning. And if they don't, then just block them. What was a lie, Jody? Jody Sue said, that was a lie. Are you talking about, hold on. I'm way behind on my chat. Gavel says, I tried. I'm sorry you chose this path. Don't be sorry that I chose. I'm fine on the path I've chosen, Jenny. The path I've chosen is far different than yours. Don't be sorry. Okay, you're not going to gaslight me, bitch. I didn't say anything about hostages. No, Penny did. Penny did. And you saw it because I've shared it twice up here. And you guys know it because she just played it. Played what? Did you not see? Are you blind, Jenny? Because I shared the screenshot twice. Did you miss it? Go back. You'll see it's green and black. And it says Penny at the top. So scroll back through my live and you'll see what I was getting while you were sitting here on my panel. So you're telling me that it wasn't a hostage situation, basically. So she says, I didn't say anything about hostages. And you guys know it because she just played it. So wait, Penny told me it was a hostage situation and you know it wasn't? Please explain what that means. That makes no sense to me at all. Hey, Dawn Hala, how are you? This shit's insane. The cops were there that day. Yes, because Adrian called them, right? Why? Who has the right to do that for a situation that's not even happening? The cops were there that day. Yes, Jenny, while I was sitting here live with you. Or shortly after, whenever the fuck it happened. So you put me out there like that, and you guys concocted this whole thing, and then put all these subscribers in the middle to think Jody was going to take the life of her daughter. I've never seen anything like this. I swear I haven't. Gavel saying I was running and asking for money to run. Okay. So Jody is in chat. She says that what Jenny just said, let me play it back. She said this is a lie, that Jody was not trying to take off. She was not trying to go anywhere. Thank you for saying that, Jody, because I don't have the truth of this. This happened to you. And thank you for coming in here. Appreciate it. It's important people do know the truth, whatever that may be. So let me play this back. So Jody would like to clear up that that was a lie. She was not trying to run. She was not trying to get money to run or whatever. Whatever Jenny said. Full of stories over here.
Go crazy over it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I asked if it was something you came across in that live stream, like that worried you, or is it something else? So it's something else.
Well, the live stream worried me completely. So I was already kind of I don't know, not disheveled, kind of concerned. I was concerned about the one she did before this as well.
Yeah. It's concerning.
She was talking about taking off. And Tiffany, we talked about this a little bit because you and I did the other night, because she would say that Rue hasn't quite come to terms with how long and how far. Right?
Long and how far. She hasn't come to terms with how long and how far
they will go. Like how she's talking about, she was asking her chat for money for the lawyer, asking for money for them to be able to leave and be free.
She wants to take off, or you think she wants to run?
Well, I mean, yes, that's what she said. But with her, I'm sorry. You know,
it's okay. Take time to.
Okay, so someone blocked Gavel because Jody has to go to court with her and she doesn't want to be in here. And to be honest with you, I really don't give a fuck. Gavel can handle this shit on her own. And this happened to Jody. It didn't happen to Gavel. Gavel actually was a part of it and knows all about it. So Gavel can go. Jody can stay. And Jody, you're free to chat here. And you don't need to be in chat with someone that you need to go to court with. Okay. So hold on one sec. I think it's important to know, let me go back. The extreme damage they did to my child mentally and emotionally is fucking sick. I'm sorry, Jody, for anything that they've done to your child or anything I may have been involved with that had to do with harming your child in any way, mentally, emotionally. I would never set out to hurt anybody's child. And I don't think that you deserve this at all. And I'm really disgusted with it. And I actually really, when I say that I support you on this, I do. And you can take that for what it's worth. I really do mean that. If you need my help, I'm here. Whatever I can do to help is done. I know, Jody, you've said that you think that I have things that might be able to help. Tell me what those things are. I heard you say that a couple of days ago. Let me know what those things are. If I have something that is of help to you, or of help when it comes to your kids, of help when it comes to Summer, just tell me what it is. You could just say it right on your live. Whatever you need, if I can help, I will. Who is they? Adrian, Jenny, Penny, Skilo. Who else? There's so many that I'm leaving out. Like, there's so many. There's a whole group that have done this. So there's many. Don't leave out Becca and Andy. Andy came into my chat the day that this was all going on, and he didn't want the phone call to be played. Please don't play that phone call, he said. The phone call disappears, and that phone call was what they used to tell me how serious the situation was. So a phone call that I never heard that went up on Shay's channel, it was immediately taken down. I said I wasn't going to play it. The second that Andy came in and said, please don't play this, you know, his son isn't whatever, I said I would never play anything with your children, no problem. Then he's sleeping. Several hours later, when his child is allegedly being held hostage, makes sense of that. I don't believe the lies. I'm sorry. This is crazy. This is so blasphemous. And like, I don't even understand what the end game was. This is not to help Jody's daughter. You're not going to help Jody's daughter. You want another child in the foster care system, you guys? The Wells boys aren't enough. We need to put all the kids in foster care. Marlena's daughter, the Wells kids, all of them, right? You want Jody's daughter there too at 16 years old? The fuck is wrong with you people? Like, this isn't okay. That's all. I mean, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but let's keep, listening to Jenny lie. She does it so well.
Take time to gather your thoughts. Don't feel like you need to give an answer on demand. You're here with friends. You're good. Don't feel pressure or anything. I don't want you to be nervous.
And hey, everybody up here, I'm so sorry for interrupting you guys. Angel, Luda.
Don't be sorry. You didn't interrupt. You're right on topic. We're talking about Jody. You did not interrupt. I'm fine with you.
I'm actually glad that it was mentioned, because I now that I know that I'm going to need to back off on that for a while.
Yeah, we can all back off.
Had you not come up, then I would have had no idea. So
yeah,
I would have been feeling horrible if I was continuing to
And you
contribute.
guys, and Angel, we do the same type of things, or some similar things. Like I do, there is tons of stuff we can do in the background, so that we don't have to stop working. We just, I don't know. Damien is not allowed to go get his sister, and of course,
is she wanting?
Of course, I don't.
So
I don't. That is the fear. I can say that is the fear right now, and that did not come from her lives.
Okay.
Right. That came from that place.
It's really weird, because for the last couple of days I've been saying I have a feeling she's going to probably need Andy soon. I just have a feeling that his daughter is going to need him. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just a feeling I've been having. And
I I take that back. I don't stand by that statement any longer. I do not believe Andy Bernard is fit at all to take care of his children, ever, ever. Not at all. Jody's daughter is fine right where she is.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, so Jody says here, and I think this is a very important comment. Thank you for writing it. She says the kids are all witnesses, and I fear they are being targeted. That's another thing, okay? Thank you for bringing that up, because Adrian seems to have this fixation with the Isaiah House. You notice that? It was Summer's Day, the Isaiah House, which is a wonderful organization. I've looked into all the wonderful things that they do and how they service their community. And wow, like for real, they are saving children. But there's connections to people that work with these groups who may or may not have worked with the Wells children, or maybe helped them in some way, in any way at all, or other agencies. Okay. How is it possible that these girls are meddling in that way and pulling people who work for groups or volunteer agencies that help so when Jody says she believes they're all being targeted, I actually agree with that, because as the boys get older too, people are going to swarm like fucking flies. And that's scary. Look at what people have done this far, and then think about the Wells boys and the targets that they're going to have on their backs. I honestly feel so terrible for them. And I don't know how they would even ever be able to avoid being targeted this way, because at the end of the day, Jody's children were targeted. I saw with my own eyes. You're actually seeing it right here on the live stream that I'm playing. That's not fair. So if it's okay to do it to Jody's kids, then it's okay to do it to all the kids. And it's just never going to be okay. Nobody's kids. It doesn't matter if it was Joe Schmo's kid. It doesn't matter. The kids are supposed to be left the fuck alone. You know, Dana, they really did break down my walls around the kid topic, right? Because I started letting more and more slide. It's always been very cut and dry here, but I did make exceptions. And for that, I apologize to Jody Sue and to her daughter and to her son, because there were things that took place on my panels. There were conversations that I was privy to where I heard people say things, but I guess I didn't take them as seriously. Like, I really thought these were well-intended people. And maybe I'm not saying that anybody's a horrible person, or that, I don't know. I don't know Jenny from Adam. I don't know Adrian from Adam. And I don't know Penny from Adam, right? They're all strangers to me. But I made exceptions, right? And I took part in just the effort to come together for Summer, and accepted a lot of things I normally wouldn't. And for that, I'm sorry. And I apologize. It was wrong. And it's a learning lesson. But unfortunately, there's people that got hurt in the process, and I can't fix that. So that's something I have to carry around with me. And hopefully at some point, maybe I won't feel as guilty for that, but I do feel guilty. I mean, clearly there's no one feeling any guilt anywhere else in that situation. No one really gives a fuck, but I do. And many people here do also. I've had conversations about this, and it's not okay. Annabella, I've been accused of things that were not true. I also called a liar when I was diagnosed with cancer again. Annabella, let me clear something up for you. I don't know if you need a hearing aid. I'm not sure. But when I told you you were lying, it wasn't about being diagnosed with cancer. You need to go back and listen to your live stream, honey. Okay? Okay. I didn't accuse you of anything, Annabella. Let's not get carried away. Nor did I say you were lying about cancer. Don't even fucking please. Don't. Just don't. Like, I have no patience for any of you people. I really don't. Don't come in here trying to get pity party and shit. No one said you were lying about your cancer. I said you were lying on that panel that I went up, and you booted my ass off. Get out of my chat. Someone block her. She has nothing to offer this chat in terms of anything. She just wants sympathy and to cry in the chat. Fuck you too. Okay. Like, you guys want to see me as a bitch, I'll be a bitch all day long because I'm done and I'm over all of this bullshit. It's got to stop. It's unbelievable to me. And this is just one of many lives that's going to take place because I know I'm not going to get through all of this today. And I apologize, I'm in a shitty mood, but I can't fucking believe that this has gone on. And I feel like I can't fix it. So bear with me. It's just getting started. And this is just a small little modicum of the shit that I've been peeling back the layers on for several weeks. And I'm very thankful that things went the way that they did, because had they not, my eyes would not be open to all of the things that were surrounding me, myself, with the people that I was involved with, who I thought were helping these ladies who, you know, say they have the best of intentions. This puts me in a very, very bad position, but not just puts me in a bad position. It puts children who have already been through hell in a really bad position too. And to be faced with and confronted by authoritative figures because someone on the internet is saying that their mom is going to take them out. I mean, wow. Go to confession. Go talk to a priest. You need a fucking exorcism. I don't know. I really don't. Who would inflict harm on someone's child? Dana says the Amber Alert. Greensboro, North Carolina, 9-month-old Kason Oziah Monk. The victim is believed to be with Dion Lamar Monk. The vehicle is a burgundy or red Saturn Vue with a North Carolina license plate. Dana, do you have the link I can share? Is there a photo of this child? Because we have a lot of people watching. So Greensboro, North Carolina. Let me look. Hold on a sec. Let me grab the Amber Alert. I'll go straight to Nick Mac. Hold on. So, hold on. Let's see. Kason Monk. Okay, so let me put the link in the chat. There's no picture of him. Dang. Okay, so here is the link. Just interrupt this live for just a moment. You guys have an Amber Alert in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the child's name is Kason Monk. Okay, hold on. Kason Monk. So this is from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Grab this, share it out. If you're local to Greensboro, North Carolina, be on the lookout for burgundy or red Saturn Vue with North Carolina license plate. Is there a license plate number? Hold on. Okay, let me pull this up. So just a moment. Bear with me here. Let me share this little baby's info. 9 months old. Okay. Let me take my banner. Give me just a minute, guys. Including Annabella. I know, Jody. I know. Let me just share this information for this Amber Alert. Okay, I'm going to read this to you. I shared the link in the chat. I'll share it one more time. Put this on your Facebook or wherever you might think that it's helpful. Kason Monk, he's missing as of today. From Greensboro, North Carolina. He's 9 months old, male. He's black. His hair color is black. His eye color is brown. His height is 1 foot 6 inches. His weight is 30 pounds. He was last seen wearing a white shirt, gray pants, and gray jacket. He has curly hair. Amber Alert. The Greensboro Police Department is searching for a missing child, Kason Oziah Monk. I hope I said his name right. The victim is believed to be with Dion Lamar Monk. The vehicle is burgundy or red, unknown Saturn View with North Carolina license tag, and the number is unknown. The vehicle is described as heavy throughout the body and a broken rear window. So that's really important. The vehicle is described as heavy throughout the body and a broken rear window. So keep that in mind. If you guys might be driving out on the road or on the highway, you know, it's really helpful to get this information in the very beginning is so important to get out. So share this out. Vehicle information is a Saturn View. The vehicle is a burgundy or red unknown Saturn View with a North Carolina license tag. The number is unknown. The vehicle is described as heavy throughout the body and broken rear window. Okay. Dion Monk, he's 23. No photo available for him either. Okay, so he's 23 years old, black, hair color black, eye color brown, 6'3", 170 pounds, and he was last seen wearing an unknown shirt. Everything's unknown here, like unknown tag number, unknown shirt. Okay, hopefully they get more information soon. A multicolored shorts and a gray jacket. His hairstyle is an afro. It's very interesting that they would write that here on NCMEC. Okay. Welcome to America, people. All right. So thank you, Dana and Zip, for bringing that in and for you guys being patient. Hold on one sec. So yeah, the guy that has the baby is 6'3", tall. Yeah. All right. So hold on. Let me put this back up. Go back to the live. All right. Now I'm going to continue to play it.
It's still like it's just really hard, and I really am sorry because I know people. I would be like, just tell us. Of course, I don't.
So
I don't. That is the fear. I can say that is the fear right now, and that did not come from her lives.
okay.
Right? That came from that place.
You know, it's really weird because for the last couple of days, I've been saying I have a feeling she's going to probably need Andy soon. Like I just have a feeling that his daughter is going to need him. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just a feeling I've been having. And
yeah, I don't. It's still like it's just really hard, and I really am sorry because I know people. I would be like, just tell us.
No.
You know what I pick up there? Jenny's nervous laughter. Jenny, why were you so shook? Yeah, the giggling though. Yeah, Sarah. Jenny was nervous for herself. That's why. It's the only thing that makes sense to me. So Jenny was giggling like that because she was nervous. I think I've listened to her talk long enough to know that she has a little bit of nervous laughter. We all do, right, at times. But I think she was shook for her own reasons. I don't think it was because, you know, Jody's daughter was being held hostage or anything like that. Hold on. And I'm going to share some other things when I'm done with this. So, and I'm going to try to keep this one condensed. So we're at like 148. Probably, well, see what I can get through. Hey, Kimberly Michalski, how are you? I'm supposed to be green. I've been a member. Oh, my memberships are on pause because I hid my channel. I don't even know if I have to turn them on. I have no clue. Don't worry about the green, hun. Listen, I'm not like a lot of other people. Don't worry about the membership. Oh, and my Discord is open to the public. I have opened it up again because let me tell you something. The first time that Penny came through my community and basically poached and lied to all these people, I shut my Discord down to the public and locked it all up. Now it's happened a second time. So she's sitting in my Discord for months trying to shuffle people into hers to watch Jody. It's the weirdest shit. Hold on. Erase what? What is it? I'm looking. Jody, whatever it is, here, take it out. Erase what you need to for a second. I'll take that away in a moment. I don't know what you see. If you need to, I put it in here instead of mine. You take it out. I gave you a wrench. I'll take it away in a minute. Just what you need to remove. Go ahead. There is a photo of Case and Mink in your mod chat. Oh, thank you, Zip. Let me check. So, where is he? Let me see. Oh my God, he's so cute. Poor babe. Oh my God, he's so adorable. Hold on. Look at him. Oh. You guys, look at this baby. Kason Monk. Why is my spell correct doing this? Check him out. Oh, sweetie. Okay, so let me pin this. I'll fix it too to say Amber Alert. Did whatever needed to get erased get erased? I was in Penny's Discord, but then I went to see what was going on and I was kicked out, says Reese Jam. Well, don't worry. She made a room just for my girls, right? It was called Franz. And only my girls, right, are the ones. That's it. She made a room just for them. Like, that's not weird, right? And then when everything came to a head, she wrote in the public chat for people not to talk in there. Like, what the fuck, Penny? Why did you come in my Discord in the first place? Like, you're that desperate for people in your Discord that you need to come into mine to grab people? Like, why don't you just hit them up on the side? So weird. So weird. All right. Thank you, Zep. All right, we're going to get right back to this. Y'all know if you can't see her, that means you're like, yeah, but Jody might have a lot of people blocked over here. Can't blame her. I'm surprised she even came in here, truthfully. So, I mean, we have done some things here, so it's understandable. I don't know what she needed deleted, but I'll figure it out. I gave her a wrench to delete whatever it was. Okay.
Oh, because even so, it's important that we know if something serious is going on so that we're not provoking or instigating or antagonizing at a really important time, like a dangerous time, or to set her off. Because, you know, I have been worried more so lately, especially when her sister came up and Andy together. I was thinking, you know, it was a worry. Oh, I'm a worry wart. So I'm like, you know, this might send her over the edge, or God forbid, right? So I do think about those things. I do think, you know, how could this affect the household or whatever. And we try to be
Right.
careful, of course, but sometimes it's hard. And with that, with her sister coming up and Andy being on the same panel, certain things being discussed, then it kind of like it amps it up a little bit. It's going to make her panic. She's going to feel even more backed into a corner, embarrassed, right? Or ashamed, etc. How do I get out of this or whatever? And sometimes people feel there's nowhere to turn to. And like I said, none of us want to see anything happen to Jody. I don't.
Right.
I certainly don't. And nobody that I know in my chat would ever want to see her harmed. Could we do in the chat, please? Aside from all of the craziness and all of the bullshit that's going on, is there anybody here who wants or wishes harm on Jody? Please put a 1 in the chat if you would like to see Jody harmed, or a 2 if you do not want Jody harmed. I want to know if you guys could help out with that, because I think it's important to show that while we may not be crazy about her, nobody wishes harm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You don't have to like someone.
Now, I watched Jody react to this, I think, a couple days ago, and it was not to boost the algorithm. And honestly, I didn't even know that putting 1s in the chat did that, but okay. I really did want people to see that nobody wanted anybody harmed. Like, I wanted a show of hands that she would know nobody wanted, or wished ill intent on her. I don't come here to hurt people. So, that's important to me, but I just want to make sure that it's made known that there is absolutely, you don't have to do it now. This is my old stream. You guys are so funny. You can't tell the difference between the other one and me. So I did that. You don't have to do it now. I did that before because I wanted her to know that we didn't want anybody to hurt her. And we weren't trying to hurt her children. But lo and behold, I mean, Jesus, the devil was hard at work that day, trying to get, all the authoritative agencies over there to take her daughter away. So that's interesting. Here I am, like a fucking idiot, sitting here saying nobody would ever try to hurt you. No one would ever. Okay. I'm like, I don't have an obligation to sit here right now and talk about this, Jenny, Adrian, Penny. I can't with you guys. Like, I can't. There's no excuse that will ever be good enough to me. Ever. I mean, you could try to explain it away to the community, and maybe they won't care because it's Jody, right? Is she less than a person? Are children less important? Because they're important to me. I don't want to be a part of this shit. Especially knowing it didn't happen. Like, wow. When I found out that the call that they used to get me on that 13-hour call was done 8 months before, just found this out like a week and a half ago. I was livid. That's when I started really going back through things and watching. And I get it now. I know why this happened. They needed me to sign off on what they were doing. I don't sign off on that, and I don't support it. Who would bring that to YouTube? It's a hostage situation. That's bullshit anyway to begin with. Like, how fucking stupid am I sitting there next to these people believing it? That's embarrassing. Like Jenny in here earlier, like, what's embarrassing? All of this is embarrassing. All of it.
Right. To recognize
Exactly.
that they're human beings, and
Not a single person has put a 1 in my chat.
Randy W. says, who was it that called Ellie and or CPS on Jody Sue? I was told on the phone call, and I don't have proof of this because I didn't record it. I thought Jenny was recording, and I know she was. It was Adrian. Adrian called. And I believe it was CPS that she said she called. I don't know. maybe Jenny can provide all of the proof of what happened on that phone call so that we can all know. She told me she had it. I said, who's recording this? I've got it. That's what she said. I believe she did. 110% believe that Jenny has that whole call. It's up to her to put out the proof. I don't have the answers. So what was the end game, in my opinion? I think there's a lot of reasons when Evil entered. I think that maybe curiosity. I think that getting close to Andy and Becca, Jody's sister, things like that, knowing things that others might not be able to know, like curiosity, basically. And I also believe that the line was crossed between, you know, speculating, discussing, talking about certain things, and it just went way too far, and people's boundaries just disappeared. Because, and listen, I'm not saying that I've never crossed a boundary before, but to what end? Like, to what end? I don't get down like that. I'm sorry. No, people's kids. Hell no. Hell no. I'm a mother before I'm anything in this world, and I don't agree with it. So listen, if there was an actual situation going on, now this is another thing. When I listen back to this, it's Jenny saying, well, I don't know. If you don't know, then how was it a hostage situation? Why was Fizzle telling me there was a hostage situation at Jody's? That doesn't make any sense. So where did that come from? It wasn't Andy, because Andy was sleeping, right? He was sleeping. I'm like, well, where's Andy? He's taking a nap. So yeah, you want me to believe this happened, but Andy was sleeping and taking a nap? Sure, Jan. Sure. Jody.
Right. And I wanted to say too, just watching Jody and I think Tiffany Marie and Angel and Luda and Gigi too. You guys probably know this as well. If there's a contacting her or being like overly sappy may not be the right thing.
Before I take this comment down, because I didn't finish answering you when Evil entered, I also believe that they wanted to place Jody's daughter with Andy. It was a very big goal of theirs, which I had listened to them talk about, for Jody's daughter to go back with her father or to have visitation and all these things. This is not the area for YouTube creators to be. It's just not. Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely insane. And I mean, whatever, but yeah, no, how is that accepted in this community? Are we supposed to accept it? It wasn't even fucking real. This didn't even happen. Like, the situation that everybody thought was actually happening wasn't. Oh my God. 13-hour phone call. Literally. I think I was on the phone with these people until like 4 a.m. All over a lie. You know how many lies there are? I could never even begin to get through them all. It would take me weeks, but we'll keep going. The end game, in my opinion, was probably to get her daughter taken away from her when Evil entered. Most likely. It's my opinion and my assessment of it. They've gone to great extreme lengths. And that teenage girl is old enough to make decisions for herself. She's probably old enough to be emancipated. So what is the urgency for a teenager who can speak, who can relay to the police when they show up what's going on? I'm pretty sure that if what was going on on my stream that was said to be going on was happening, things would have been much different. So please tell me again, Jenny, how true it is. It's all lies. For what is the question? For what? And I guarantee you there will be no proof. She won't show proof. It's okay. I'll just sit here with questions and wait forever for all the answers. Per usual, because these people cannot be honest. 13 hours was the phone call that they got me on with Linda, the Linda phone call. The Linda phone call where I interrogated Linda for hours over all the things that they, had issues with, that I took issue with, and then realized that Linda was also used. She was also targeted. Her emotions were played on like crazy. I had never heard that live that Penny did until about a week and a half ago. That live stream that Penny did about Linda's son really sparked a lot of my going back through things. And I don't want that in here. Please don't write his name in my chat. Please. Thank you.
With her personality. So even though you may mean well to reach out, she tends to get very aggravated about things.
I don't think anybody should reach out to her. And also, don't take this as, oh my God, we can't discuss her anymore. We can't talk about anything. Just put it on hold. You don't need to go back on your feelings about her. You don't need to change your feelings about her. Don't see this as, oh my God, now something serious is going on. We can never say another word. But for the time being, we'll just back off a little bit. All right. Don't go crazy with, oh my God, something's going to happen, because I don't want anybody I don't want anybody to think, well, shit, now we are not allowed to speak on her or anything. We'll just take a little break for a couple of days or whatever until things calm down. Yeah.
And creators are allowed, to do whatever they want. It just,
of course. Anybody can go live in an hour and go crazy on her. But I'm just saying, like, for myself, I could totally back off. I don't need to do this today. I don't need to do it tomorrow,
You got
especially
the
for
sun
daughter involved.
You got the sunshine and beach.
Well, it's funny because I was gonna take the whole day to go lay in the sun, but it was gray skies till the second I pressed live. The sun came right out. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh my gosh. Did you were you able to watch any of that, Tiffany, last night? Her long live.
Her live.
Mm-hmm.
I watched some of it, but I didn't watch all of it. In fact, I think I fell asleep watching Benny's live because he was reacting to her. Couldn't even tell you. I was exhausted because I was live yesterday. I woke up still with his chat there. Like I woke up like.
Well, we were up Friday. Friday we kept you up very late.
What is it?
On Friday we kept you up really late.
Yes, you did. Girl,
that
I
was
got up
awesome.
the panel and I did go straight to bed. I got off and I was like, geez, I'm so awake. I stayed till the end. I think I stayed to the end of your live actually. In the chat.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Yeah, you did.
I couldn't shut it off.
It was just it was really weird because it all happened organically. Like it was just supposed to be us and Tiffany up there talking.
I know, and I know that she said she thought it was planned. No, it wasn't. It was planned at like 2:00 in the afternoon when I messaged Jenny on Facebook and I was like, "Hey, it's Friday. You want to go live tonight?" And then I was like, "Come on." I was like, "No pressure." And I didn't even know Adrian. I didn't even know Adrian was going to be there. I literally just said on a whim if Jenny wanted to go live because I thought we've never done a live before and how fun it would be. And I was kind of like in the mood to talk some shit. And but I had no clue even Adrian was going to be there, or Andy
I
was
didn't
not
know.
even a thought.
I don't know. No, and neither was Amy. I had no idea
No,
that she
I would
we
never
didn't
even have
ask her to come up.
expected that.
I mean, you know what I mean? We didn't ask her to do that, but there were some other
No.
things going on with their family, things we're not privy to, where she felt like she'd had enough.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so she came up to address that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it straight right now. I'm so sorry. But what I was saying last night in that long life, at one point it starts getting very disjointed. Where there's like, she's talking, it for me, it seemed to really start around where she's talking about Carly Trent.
Okay.
And her part in the Carly Trent case.
Her part.
And then, yeah, she had to call, just, it's pieces. You know how she does the part of a sentence and then she goes into another story.
Yep.
And people, it's easy to misunderstand her because she's not tying things together.
She's on 4 different subjects in one sentence. Yeah, I know.
Right. Angel's like, yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
But
tell me about it.
It was more so than usual. She talked about the smelling hay, and then she was talking about summer, and it seems like she was talking possibly about the night after the police and everybody went home. She thought someone was hiding there. She turned her back, and they must have gotten away. It was odd. It was very it was very disturbing,
right?
To hear that. And she tells us that she called 911 in Summer's case.
I heard that.
I mean, I've only listened to it maybe 3 times at this point, and you know, a lot of times that's enough to be able to understand everything, but this, like, you have to get this right. There was a thing about the what do you call that? The peeper that she talks about. What do you call it? I can't even think of what you call that. Someone who looks in people's windows.
A peeping Tom.
A peeping Tom. I was like, peeper. She was talking about like the peeping Tom, but it was a little bit different reference than what we
said. Don was the peeping Tom.
She said that before, and we had the other perspective with Andy was there one of those nights and almost caught him. It's not the same, these stories. So I don't know what she was trying to get across last night or what she was trying to get out. And I'm not saying that Andy's telling the truth and she's not telling the truth. I don't know. But it's a very different take.
Is Andy aware of the situation?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, good.
His
good.
Parents, Jody Sue's mother,
okay,
grandmother,
good.
Her son. There are some other friends. Her sister is aware. Yes, it's not like someone called us and we came straight here. We made all the calls. We made all the calls that we needed to make to try to get.
Trish, great point. So you bring up a great point. Why were they intent on getting Jody Sue on her own? Was it because of the fake fed, the illegality surrounding it? So I can't answer that question. Obviously, I know you're putting it out there like as like speculative. The fake fed situation is a whole nother story for a different day because it's too much to tackle at the moment. I am not prepared for that at the moment. And I have no problem saying that because the lengths of that, the fake Fed situation, is so dark and so deep and so wide. And it's so disgusting also. So again, you've got, and Penny is the one who's responsible for the fake Fed stuff. She was the one introducing the fake Fed, Stacy Slay. Stacy Tollison Slay was the name of this person. I will be handling that also. I just won't be today is all. So get prepared because this shit's disgusting. But I missed you too, Moonchild Pink. Good to see you, hun. Andy even said it was true and thought it was DW and that he almost caught him one night. Oh, the peeping Tom? Well, I don't know. He was aware but sleeping. Yeah, right? Makes sense of that. So, let me pull up while we're doing this. I mean, you guys get the point with Jenny, right? Give me one sec. I want to pull up the post that Adrian made. Just give me a moment. So, did I send this to myself already? I hope. Okay. So here, somebody was talking about this post. Let me share it for you. So Adrian posted this to, I believe it's still up, 1 month ago. Now it says edited. I don't know when it was edited. I don't know what was taken out or added. No clue. So this was posted to Krama Mama, Mama Sassy. Now her name is Sassy. This was posted to her community post. She says, is this on full screen? Let me check. Yeah. All right. Let me take this banner down. Okay. I was told a child was in danger. No one was helping her. No one wanted to help this child. So I did what I thought was the right thing to do. Everyone around me thought it was the right thing because what I was told that happened is dangerous and severe mental abuse of that child. I heard it from Boog's mouth and Andy's. Okay. Mama Sassy. This is where I have a problem, or Krama Mama Sassy. I don't even know, whatever she wants to go by. This is the thing. You heard it from Boog and Andy's mouths, right? That's what she says. So you're telling me, Adrian, that you heard from Andy that Jody Sue was going to harm her daughter and he went to bed. Because when you got on the phone call with all of us and I kept saying, where's Andy? Where's Andy? He's taking a nap. I don't believe you. I'm just going to tell you straight up. I don't believe you. This is bullshit. Sorry. But I cannot draw a rational conclusion here with this situation because Andy was literally sleeping. So you heard it from Boog and Andy's mouth and then Andy went to bed. You're telling me his daughter's being held hostage and he just went to bed. That never sat well with me. That never made sense to me, but I was so overwhelmed on that call. There's so much I didn't notice. I cannot even imagine what that phone call would sound like today. Jenny, have you listened back to it? All 13 hours? You should put it out. So she says, I stayed quiet when Jody Sue played the recording of her son saying he never said it. He lied. So now she says, Boog lied. Jody's son, she said he lied. I've stayed quiet in all the lies. I stayed quiet because I knew what I did was the right thing to do to protect a child, but you had no proof, Adrian. So, Adrian, were you set up by Andy? Is that what you're saying here? I don't get it. How could you make a call like that without proof? And wouldn't you think, okay, I've got a brother and an ex-boyfriend who are telling me this, but neither one of them are calling. Something stinks. I think it's you. Okay. I stayed quiet because I knew what I did was the right thing to do to protect a child. I would have never made any call if I hadn't heard it with my own ears, and no one in her real life was doing anything to help her. How do you know that? She says this. No one was helping her. No one wanted to help this child. Again, she says, no one in her real life was doing anything to help her. Help her with what? The situation wasn't even happening. What you told me wasn't even occurring. Do you have a FOIA request for it? Adrian, have you put in any documentation whatsoever to prove this happened? You guys get FOIA requests for everything else. Where's this one? I'd like to see it. I think maybe a lot of the people in this community would like to see it. It doesn't exist, though. There is no file at the police department of Jody trying to have her daughter end her life. This is why you'll never see it. Okay? I have been lied about and accused of some serious crimes over this and anything else I've done for Summer since then. But this wasn't for Summer, Adrian. This was your own gripe with Jody, Jenny's own gripe with Jody. Penny, I have no idea what part she played in it all. She had magistrates' wives getting on the phone to call judges. She had a counselor. She had all the people. A judge's wife, she needed to get on the phone. They don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know all these things. I don't think you should have ever added me to that call. None of you. I really don't. Why you would pick me, I have no idea. But yeah, good luck with all this. It looks really promising that you're going to be able to clear up all your lies. Doubtful. So she says, I have proof that I did everything I was supposed to do as a human being and didn't break any laws. So she's worried about this. She's worried about breaking the law. She's worried about being a human being. So she has to reinforce that she's a human being to everybody here in this post because she knows what she did was fucked up, basically, is my opinion and my takeaway from it. And I didn't break any laws ever. It was not a swatting call. You know what, though? Kind of looks that way, Adrian, because while I was on my live stream, guess what was happening to Jody? While we were discussing Jody, the cops were going there, right? Bitch, you think for 1 second you will ever set me up that way? You've got the wrong one. This shit is out of control. You need to be stopped. You need to stop and pull back, pull away, and really reevaluate the situation. It's gone way too far, going to hurt somebody. You could literally have gotten somebody killed. This is gross. So she says it was not a swatting call. I don't know why she would even say that, but it looks that way and it appears that way. So it doesn't really matter what you say, Adrian, because not everything you say is going to be taken for 100. Like, that's solid. I don't believe a word you say. I don't believe a word any of you have said. You're not honest people. And I can't even say you're good people. I thought you were. I don't feel that way anymore. That phone call was 8 months old. Not the day before, not the day of. 8 months old. That's sick. So obviously something was going on that they needed to create this diversion, and they needed all these people on these phone calls. So what is it? What is the end game? Is it simple or is it complicated? What was the reason for this? I say, I don't hate Jody. I don't like some of the things that Jody has said. I find it to be very irritating that I have sat here as long as I have, listening and trying to dig for answers. But what I find to be so inappropriate is the fact that the people that we here have thought to be good people who care and have the best of intentions really turn out to be busybody, nosy people who have no boundaries and no limits, and they don't care who they hurt. And that's not me. Even when people hurt me, I don't try to hurt them. So you can talk about, speculate, whatever, but this is a whole different monster. This is not going live to talk about Summer's case. This was a whole invasion on a whole family's life, right? Jody or not Jody, these are real people. So, yeah, no. So she says, it was not a swatting call. As you can see, no, we can't see. I didn't even see. I didn't see a goddamn thing from that day. I never saw a picture, never heard a call, never saw text messages between anybody except one with Andy. That's it. So we didn't see that it wasn't a swatting. Was it a swatting, Adrian? Did you swat Jody? I don't know. I would like to know what information that they got and in what form, and I'd like them to show it. I would like them to be honest about what led them to do this. If it's legitimate, I'll totally take it into consideration. I'll be waiting to see that proof, though, along with probably a lot of other people as well. And I'll be the enemy. I don't care. So she says, so what if I wouldn't have and something happened to her? I would never forgive myself for not trying to get that kid some help. It's interesting how you distance yourself from Jody Sue's daughter by calling her that kid, but you care about her so much. But that kid, get that kid some help, first of all, is offensive as fuck. Okay, it's not your kid. It's not my kid. It's not anybody's kid here. It's Jody's. You don't need to get anybody's kids help. You have your own kids, Adrian. Why don't you worry about them? Okay? And stop putting your nose all over the place in the Isaiah House business and the Casa people and all these organizations you're trying to plant yourself in with people that work there or volunteer there. You're a weirdo. You are a weirdo. This shit is crazy. This is so crazy to me. So she says, what would you have done? Well, what would you all have done? Not what you did, but hold on. So basically, this is all just to reaffirm to her own self that what she did was good. That's what this is. Hey, trophy wife. How you doing, girl? I miss you. Why chicken-headed fools always messing with you? Well, it's not really, they don't really mess with me. They just kind of lied a little bit. So it's more so what they're doing to kids surrounding this case. We've always said to leave the kids alone. I don't know when that changed. So, okay. So she says, what would you have done? Oh, not my business, right? That's why we have so many missing and murdered kid cases, because it's nobody's business. Yeah, Adrian? So if Andy was a psychopath that Jody says he is, and he turned around and wanted to go kill them all, we'd be covering another murdered kid case, right? But you don't think about that. right? Like, oh, if I wouldn't have called the police on Jody because her child wasn't being held hostage, we might have been covering another case. What happens if Andy really does pop off? What if he really does? And it's because of your fuck shit. You're dealing with someone who on paper is a offender of the law, okay? And he has admitted in front of you and the world to me on Jenny's panel that he did beat the shit out of Jody to the point he was blacking out and doesn't even remember. And he said it straight up, no problem. That is a monster. And you're willing to mess around with that and put her and her kids in danger. That crosses the line. That's a domestic abuse situation that nobody should be getting involved with except the law and their own people. You're not her family. You're not Andy's family. You're not these kids' family member. Fuck. So, yeah, we have so many missing and murdered kid cases because it was nobody's business, she says. No, it's not your business, actually. Why don't you focus on Summer and get out of Jody's household? Because that's all a distraction from Summer. I always said that was a distraction from Summer. Every time it'd be Jody this, Jody that, her daughter, her son, but this is happening. No, and I would say that's a distraction from Summer. Like Jody's stuff is Jody's stuff. Like we don't know what goes on with that. And I felt it should be left alone. Maybe if there wasn't all that meddling going on and talking with Andy every day and Becca and the sister and this one and that one and sticking your nose everywhere it should be except your own life, everything would have been much different. Are you going to stop at any point? Or you're going to keep going? Like, where does this all go? Do you guys stop now? Is it over? Because I'm not going to cover Jody anymore. Everything I've said is said and done. After this, I refuse. Unless something really, really important comes up. I am not covering Jody in a negative manner anymore. Everything that's been said has been said. I have put it all out there. All my lives are there. They're just on private at the moment because I'm focusing on only the things that you see on my channel right now. That's the fake fed shit. This stuff, and I will take as long as they have to. But when are these people going to stop now? We're going to pull out of the situation and stop going real life on her because who's going to be next after Jody? Whose life is going to be impeded upon after Jody? That's all I'm asking. When does it end? So she says, I'm not getting clicks and views. Why does this matter? Look, all this extra added. I'm not getting clicks and views. I'm not getting super chats. I'm not looking for recognition or pats on the fucking back. I'm not here for that. I'm here for Summer. Well, if you weren't here for that, you probably wouldn't have had to say it. Right? You guys know so much about deception and all of these things, right? You're all got your books. You're learning about all of these, the Steve Johnson course and all of these things. Penny does that, by the way. She has to learn about deception so she can be perfect at it. She wants to perfect the art of deception. And let me tell you, she does a great job. If there ever was a 40-pound snake head, Penny would be it. So anyway, so she says, but I'm also not sticking my neck out anymore. I'm not taking the heat anymore. I'm not being lied about anymore by anyone, especially that horrid, miserable woman. Okay, well then maybe you should stop talking about her. See, here she is worried about herself. You know what? Jody pisses them off just as much as they piss her off, and it's just toxic and unhealthy. You're not going to get anything out of it. It's like trying to get something out of a stone. Going around in circles on this merry-go-round nonstop until what? Until someone really gets hurt. Jody Sue Brown, your son is a liar, she says. Either he lied to Andy or he lied to you. So she puts it on the son. He reached out to tell what you allegedly directed your daughter to do. That's on him if it's not true. That's what Adrian says. Never mistake my silence for weakness or lack of receipts because there's plenty and they ain't blurry. Oh, speaking of blurry, Adrian, you lie too much. Just like that picture that I got a picture of that car that was chasing us, but it was blurry. They chased us for 8 minutes at the rate of 100 miles per hour, going crazy. We got chased out of Beach Creek, but the picture was blurry. So you mean to tell me that all of these smart women who literally cover true crime all the time didn't get a photo of this vehicle that was chasing? That makes me I'm stumped. There's never any proof, right? But this isn't blurry. Okay, good. I'm glad. So she's got a missed call. This is what she shows for proof. Hold on. Let me take this down here. I have all these tabs open. Okay, so this one here is the screenshot, and this is all up on her channel right now. Like, this is on her community post. Kramas, right? So this is a screenshot, missed audio call. And it says, Boog says that Jody Sue. So this is from Andy, correct? Hold on. Okay. Boog says that Jody Sue. So this isn't proof. This is somebody saying, right? I could text anybody. I could text Luda or Emergency Me or Michelle, and I could say, or Sage Sleuth, and I could say, hey, on my live stream right now, I'm doing a giveaway. But that doesn't mean it happened or that it's happening right now. Do you understand? This is just what someone's saying. It's just what someone's saying. So that's not proof. This is not proof. Boog says that Jody Sue has told her to kill herself. If I get her, he'd try to talk to me last night, but was done in bed. Done in bed, okay. But he told her he had been hanging out with me since May, and she said he couldn't see sis or talk to her anymore. This is, okay, so it says, call me. Now, this is at 2:21 p.m., 2:07 p.m. Take note of the time because I was live. And Andy was in my chat that day. So while I'm live, this is what's going on. Who's to say that that wasn't planned that way? I don't trust you, bitches. I will never trust you ever. You all lie. You make fake emails, fake texts, fake fucking everything. I don't trust anything I see that comes from you anymore. Like, you've lost all credibility in my eyes. There was no reason to do this. And had I not been so busy the last several weeks, I'd have been here sooner, but I don't have the time for it. So this is another one. Boog says, what's going on? He says, one cop talking to mom and sis. Sis isn't saying anything and mom won't shut up. She's doing her diversionary bullshit like always. Where's Grammy? He says, asleep up at her house. It says, mother. He says, I don't know. I can't get into the house to get my clothes for work. Why are YouTube people involved with this? Why is Adrian posting Jody's son's text messages on her community post and he can't get into the house to get his clothes? This isn't any of our business. Not at all. This is none of our business. But Adrian thinks it is. See, that's where we differ. I would never put up this kid's text messages. Why would you do that? Like, why? It's so fucked up. Okay, so hold on. Okay. I want to make sure there's no names in this one. Okay. So this goes with the ones I showed in the beginning when Penny sent me this stuff while I was live. You can consider it sharing text or whatever. I don't care. So this stuff is all pertinent to what went on my panel. She says, "Oh, I'm not worried about it at all." So this is where I asked her about Linda. In my opinion, because I said, "Do you want, like, you okay with Linda on this call?" She says, "Oh, I'm not worried about it at all. In my opinion, Linda should be brought up though. However, the why part, why we were talking to Linda concerning Rue shouldn't." So the reason they brought Linda in was because Linda has connections to people. You guys get that? So that's what they were using Linda, not only for her resources, for people she knew, for information about what she knew about people from her daycare business with Tucker Drywall Kids. They were also, well, Penny was, I cannot lump anybody else into that. This was a long time ago that Penny did the shit she did with Linda. But she pulled Linda in. You can clearly see it on that live. And if I need to prove it, I will. And when I do, I will protect Linda and her son. But I will show you guys the absolute manipulation that Penny put in to dealing with Linda. And seeing that all this time later, I guess I was in at like a complete advantage to see it with fresh, completely new eyes. And the first time seeing it, yeah, Linda was added to this call because Penny used Linda. I don't know if they still talk. It's not my business. It's very clear to see what happened. So Penny says, "It's time to get this bitch off YouTube. She's saying YouTube had her swatted and it was malicious to Rue. How fucking dare she? She is the one who told her daughter to herself. If cops were there, it was intended to help Rue because she's in danger with Jody. What the F? I'm pissed. She has some," hold on, I'm pretty sure she says she has some nerve. That's Penny speaking to me in my text while I was live. Okay. This one I have to redact real quick because I don't want, well, all she says is she has some fucking nerve. I said, we'll take care of it. I'll text you when I'm off Ziggy's. I must have been on Ziggy's panel. So at this point, I'm on Ziggy's panel. She says, "I'm so tired." And I said, "Did her son call the police or no?" I'll have to go back through the rest of them to see. I haven't gone through everything. They have almost used everyone in the community. Well, you know what? There's a lot of that goes on. Truly a lot of that. People use people and no one's really, and even maybe they've been used in ways. I don't really care. This is bottom of the barrel for me to even look at as disgusting. Hey, Thomas, I was just talking about you last night. I had actually asked someone if anybody had seen you around. How are so many people getting away with terrorizing this family? Deborah, probably because and myself included, have made it acceptable. Now, I don't make to these lengths acceptable. I really thought there was a situation going on. And I was under the belief that there was. And only in that situation would I ever say, well, okay, you've got, but looking back at this, it's bullshit. There's no way this man would have gone to bed if his daughter was being threatened like that. There's just no way. I don't believe that. So it has nothing to do with Summer. You're absolutely right, Trish. It doesn't. Danny H. It's important to watch all 54 of Sage's chapters. It's so Machiavellian. Why did so many protect Andy? Danny H. I don't know, but I really hope they don't live to regret it, because Andy is a very shady character. And it's actually really sad, in my opinion, because he's also a suspect. And if that man may know something, this is what they've harbored all this time and helped. And I don't wish that guilt on anybody. I would never want someone to have to know that they, helped someone that could have harmed. So I'm not saying he harmed Summer. I'm saying if the possibility is there, how could you ever put yourself in the situation to have been so intertwined and woven into this man's life to the point where you're defending his every move, even 13 years ago, like you were in the house with them? I have seen these people make excuses for things that happened years ago. No, that's not what happened. Jody did this and then Andy did this. You don't know that. Like, none of us could ever know that. You know what I mean? None of this has anything to do with what happened to Summer. They brought a bunch of shit into this on purpose. So, Summer Rain, a lot of people feel that way. And I've been getting people like just, people that I know, bouncing ideas off one another. It's concerning because underneath all of this, the fake feds, that's concerning. Like, when it comes to, I always say, follow the money, right? So you've got, and like I said, it's a story for a different day, and I will take care of it, but it'll be a much longer stream than this. So I actually think it would be a great idea for Fizzle to put all of her content back up. I would actually encourage everybody to push Fizzle to put all of her content back up. Because in those lives that she has hidden, and most of them are actually taken all the way off YouTube, Fizzle, just so you know, YouTube can get those back if need be. They're all stored in YouTube. Like, just because you erase them completely, they're all saved. Like, the internet is forever. Everything you do is saved. So Fizzle, who has locked down her whole YouTube channel since January of, how long has it been? I think the last time she was live, she was talking about Brandon Lawson. And before that, I don't even know. She's been off her channel for a very long time. And it's all been hidden. All of these things. Don't forget, Penny made her channel one day. Literally within 24 hours of Chase dropping his first video. I won't forget that. And I even made it a note to say that all the way through, even when I talked to her. Because I never trusted Penny. That's not a secret. Not with anything to do with Chase. Not anything to do with any of that stuff. She can't be trusted. But I will get to that. Just not today. So when you are confronted with this fake Fed situation, now, is that just curiosity also? Thank you, Nika. Thank you so much. Thanks for being you. Thank you for being you. Nika is like an angel. I swear. There's certain people that have literally been so present for me that I could never repay them. I have some of the most amazing women around me. Lippy, Nana, Gigi, Luda, Bridget, Emergency Me, Memphis Mommy Mars. Like, I truly am. Nana. They've gotten me through a lot, like a lot, this last couple weeks. And please don't think I've been going back through all this alone. These girls are literally on top of so much. And I owe them a lot more than I can give them. So, but I appreciate everybody, obviously, but there are certain people like have not left my side. Like they've just been there the whole time. And I have to say that that means so much to me. And I really, really adore so many of the people that have stayed this long, like who have been here all the way through and never left, because many could have left. But they didn't. And I'm thankful and grateful. And as time goes on, it's not like, sometimes you'll feel like it's a loss, right? To lose people along the way, or it's not. You grow more rich in your friendships, and you grow more secure in your friendships, and you know that you're amongst, honest, good people. And you've got a lot of really ill-intended people around here. I'm happy in my little bubble. I really am. I'm going to change a lot of the things that I do here and the way that I move around here. I'm not going to be working with other creators anymore because it's just not ever worked out. I don't know why, but it's sad for Summer. And it's like gut-wrenching when I look back and see that this is the community that we've built, and look at it. Look at this place. And you can't control it. You can't contain it. You can't fix it. It's like you just have to watch it burn. So I can burn it right the fuck down. Unless people want to start telling the truth. So why would you set up a fake fed on a suspect, a neighbor that lived across the street, and move them into a hotel? Well, to get information, right? Curiosity killed the cat, they say. But what if it's something more, right? Like, what if the things that have been done actually mean something? And what if Summer lies beneath somewhere just a little piece that matters? Because I find it hard to believe that there'd be all of these people. There's like a whole group who has tried to interfere. And like my eyes are wide open to the things that have been done, right? And I'm guilty of some things as well. So as time goes on, we'll take care of it. But why would you do that? I would say it'd probably be a very good possibility that somebody here watching might know something. And I started, and I'm going to finish here. And I don't care how long it takes me to figure it out. I don't have the answers. But I'm going to put pressure on all of you motherfuckers. Watch. Just watch and see. Everything that's done in the darkness is going to come to the light eventually. And I can only play my part, and I can only do what I can do here. I only know what I know, and I don't know what they know. So maybe they can start talking about the things that they know and they've done. That'd be great. It would save me a lot of time. It would save all of us a lot of time. And maybe you'll save Summer some time, because here we are all this time later and she's still missing, and everybody's just running amok, muddying the waters and meddling, causing more diversions and more distractions so that Summer can suffer? She's out there somewhere alone. And these people are worried about Jody Sue's love life? Nah. Thank you very much. All set with that. Really, what is it with these people and their infatuation with everybody's intimate relationships? It's fucking weird. Really weird. Really, really weird. And I apologize. There's so many good comments in my chat and I've skipped over so many. Thank you guys for listening and letting me get all this out. I'm going to come back. I don't want to keep this too long. It's already 3 hours. I want people to be able to watch it and absorb it. This is not all. I'm not done. I'm waiting for a response. I would like to know what the fuck happened here. Listen, if I'm wrong, so be it. Let me know. But what's the truth? I'd like to know. Thank you, Stacy. You didn't have to do that, hon. Thank you so much. I'm glad to see you, Tiffany. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry about it. Girl, you're always here. Stacy, I think is one of my, probably one of, I think I've known her of as long as I've known people for like the longest time. Stacy's been here for 5 years. I think 5 years. Memphis Mommy Mars has too. Shanna B's been around for a long time also. I'm only going to keep, and listen, I took away a bunch of wrenches. One in particular I didn't want to take, but I will say this. That relationship with that person that I have has never had any like issues. But I feel at this moment in time, I cannot allow her to have or hold a wrench here because she is blind to what is going on in her circle. And until that gets figured out, and she'll always have a wrench here. I really do not want to see more, like issues because of shitty people. But I do feel that this person is blinded by these people, and I feel there's more, and I did have to remove even wrenches I didn't want to, and I'm sorry for that. It's not personal. I'm not, I don't want it to be like a blow to anybody's ego. It's not like that. But until things restore to natural order and there's not a bunch of nefarious people doing nefarious things, I'm just going to leave things the way they are. And that's that. But probably, let's see. So, wow, it's already 8. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll be back in the morning. Tomorrow morning, let me see. Hold on one sec. Let me make sure I have time because tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, I'll come back tomorrow morning, maybe early. I don't know, between like 9 and 11 or so East Coast time. I'm not done. I'm far from done here. So, yeah, I guess it'll be a whole shitstorm probably going forward, but I'm here for it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope everybody's been good while I was away. I kind of really needed a break anyway, but I wasn't really taking a break because I was waist deep in all of this bullshit. Wait till you guys hear. Just wait. There's so much. It's so overwhelming. So overwhelming, and it's so frustrating. But we'll get through it. We always do. Check on those Amber Alerts also. Before I end this, hold on. Let me check Knickknack really quick and see if these little babies are still. Okay, there's 3. All right, you've got Case and Monk. I'm going to drop this link, guys. Greensboro, North Carolina. Take this. There you have, and then we have in Ohio. So Kason Monk, he's 9 months old. Okay, grab this. You can also search his name. I dropped the link from my Discord. I'll make a room for these kids too, so you guys can sleuth away and stuff and do what you like. Isaac Shamblin. This is Zanesville, Ohio. Okay, so take this, Isaac Shamblin. Did I spell it right? Hold on. ISZAK. ISZAK. Just going to make sure that these kids get the attention while they're, this is very early on, guys. So share on your Facebooks and your Twitters and hold on. This is Isaac Shamblin and then Kale Clark. So Kale Clark is missing with Isaac. He's a babe. He's only 1 year old. Hold on one sec. Kale Clark. Hopefully these kids are found quickly. Usually they are. Let's hope for the best. Okay. And I can make little posters also if I have time. Let's see. I just got kicked out of World Peace. Trust me, you wouldn't be amongst good company in there. Penny truly is evil. It's really bad. And Penny, before I go, I will say this. When I come back to deal with you, I don't need to shame you. I don't need to use your body. I don't need to talk about your body. I don't need to talk about you in a sexual manner. I don't need to degrade you as a woman. None of those things. Because everything you've done here is enough. She's a gutter bitch, Penny. And that's all I have to say. I hope you guys have a great night. Much love. See you soon.